When it comes to managing lupus, the right diet can make a world of difference. Lupus is an autoimmune disease where the body's immune systems attack its own tissues, causing inflammation and pain. And while there's no cure for lupus, adopting a healthy diet can help reduce inflammation, manage symptoms, and improve overall quality of life. In this episode, I am going to tell you some things I happen to know about this and share with you some things that you can do and eat to be as healthy as you can while you are managing your lupus. Thanks for stopping by Working Lady Podcast today. I hope you find this episode informative. So, first, we want to address the best things that you could do if you are a woman living with lupus. Some of the facts on lupus: 105 million Americans, with 9 out of 10 of them being women, are people who have lupus. It's most commonly diagnosed between the ages of 15 and 44, with certain populations, including African Americans, Hispanics, Native American women, being at a higher risk. As you know, if you have ever had lupus, joint pain, fatigue, skin rashes, and kidney problems, and for people living with lupus, managing the inflammation is the main thing you are going to want to do, because that is going to reduce flare-ups, which is crucial. And diet plays a key role in that. So let's dive into those foods that can help you with managing lupus symptoms. First of all, girl, leafy greens are going to be your friend. Foods like spinach, kale, Swiss chard are rich in antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals. Now, as someone who has an autoimmune condition, I never was fully diagnosed with lupus, but I was on the lupus spectrum. I have a different autoimmune disorder, but what I have found and what I have read is that sometimes veggies in the cruciferous category are not always good for people with autoimmune issues. Now, lupus is a little bit different, but I would say it's probably best to err on the side of caution with that. And in that case, you would want to be avoiding veggies like broccoli, kale, collard greens, which I hate saying because I literally love all those things and they're part of my cultural food, especially the collard greens. So it pains me to say that, but after much self-experimentation and reading, I do feel like that is actually something true, that I have seen an improvement in my health since I've started doing more of the spinach and the Swiss chard. Well, I think the Swiss chard is actually in that group too, but especially the spinach are going to be great for you. So that is my main go-to veggie. Well, I should say my main go-to leafy green for myself, being that I am I'm sorry to interrupt, but it's important. Welcome to Work It Lady Podcast, where it's time to put in the work regarding educating yourself on all areas of your health and well-being. At Work It Lady Podcast, we are dedicated to empowering women to take control of their health and mental well-being. Our mission is to provide women with the knowledge, inspiration, and tools needed to transform their lives, from improving nutrition and fitness, navigating womanhood, and if you're a mom, excelling at motherhood. Step 1, like this episode. Step 2, share it with someone you love, and even the haters, they need help too. Step 3, subscribe on podcasts, subscribe on YouTube, join our mailing list to stay in the loop on classes and events. I am so happy you made it here, girl. Thank you. And leafy greens especially are also full of fiber, which is going to also help with your digestive health, which is also going to help reduce inflammation. So definitely put leafy greens on your list, especially spinach. That is going to be the safest one for you if you have lupus and an autoimmune condition. Now let's talk about some of the proteins you can do. Salmon and sardines and mackerel are going to be great for you because they're omega-3 fatty acids, and they are known to reduce inflammation in the body. Something else you could do is something that you have heard me blast about and preach about so much on this channel, but girl, I am telling you, ditch the dairy products. Ditch them. If you have lupus or any autoimmune condition, it is going to help you immensely. Now I'm going to share a little bit of my story. I was always someone who was kind of teeter-tottering on that lupus spectrum, because I had some of the markers for it in blood work, not all of them. I went ahead and switched my diet and eliminated dairy, and I feel like that is what stopped me from fully going into the lupus category. The reason for that, I feel, in my personal opinion, is because dairy, milks, cheeses, they are huge inflammatory foods. They produce a lot of inflammation in the body. Sometimes, contrary to popular belief, they're not good for certain people for their digestive health. And so that also increases inflammation. And so I have noticed that since I stopped dairy, I do not have any joint pain like I used to have. I used to have the worst joint pain, knee pain, hand pain. And I'm talking as a young person. I'm talking teens, early 20s, mid 20s, that was the case. So that just goes to show you the power of what we eat, even for a young person. So if you have lupus, stop the dairy products immediately. Like, I cannot stress that enough. It is going to bring the inflammation in your body way down, and then start really just giving yourself really lethal amounts of leafy greens. Drink lots of water. That's an anti-inflammatory. Also, walking is an anti-inflammatory. When we walk, we are actually helping our circulatory system to work, and our circulatory system helps regulate our immune system, and it also helps to bring down inflammation in the body. So when you walk, you are reducing inflammation. So get out there and walk. If you are still healthy enough and you don't have any knee pain, or your doctor has not told you to, get out there and run, girl. It is going to help you out tremendously. Okay. So let's keep going. I want to talk about snacks, because for people with lupus, what you snack on is going to be very important. Nuts and seeds. Add almonds and walnuts. Those are my two go-tos. Walnuts especially, very good for bringing down inflammation in the body. Chia seeds and flax seeds. If you can make yourself some like flaxseed natural butters, you can even mix them with walnuts and flax seeds, put some honey in that, and use that as a spread on your breads and things like that. You're going to get antioxidants, healthy fats, and fiber from that. That is going to punch really hard at that inflammation and get it to go down. Also, something else is blueberries. Blueberries are great anti-inflammatories. If you are in a flare and you really can tell that your body is just taxed, maybe it was a weekend and you had something to drink, you had alcohol, or maybe you just have been under a lot of stress and anxiety and you've been eating really bad, all those things bring up your inflammation. If you want to get it down quick, here's a pro tip that I have done that has worked well for me. Take yourself on some blueberries and some spinach and water only. Do not put sugar in. Do not put protein powder in. Don't put anything else in. Literally just blueberries and spinach. And that will get your inflammation down like that. I'm talking about within the day, you will go from having, hands that hurt, like arthritic type condition, to no pain. And the more you do that, the faster the results will start to come in, and your results are going to be even faster if you are not on dairy products at all. Going dairy free is going to help cleanse your body of inflammation. Absolutely. Healthy oil that you can do is olive oil. Okay, so that is something that you can, do a little light stir frying with. Use that as, your main oil and everything. That's going to be great as well. So making sure that your diet is balanced if you have lupus is going to be super important. Focus on some lean proteins. Chicken is good for us. Turkey. Don't go to the meat substitutes if you got lupus, because most of the time those are going to be high in tofu, which is something that can increase inflammation. Okay, if you have lupus or any autoimmune, start with brown rice. If you want to have rice and things like that, ditch the white rice. White rice, pasta, things like that are going to increase inflammation because they kind of sugar heavy. Okay, so you want to get rid of that. I really like the Banza chickpea pasta. I use that and I feel a lot better when I have that instead of regular pastas. Okay, so by incorporating these anti-inflammatory foods in your daily routine, you can help manage your lupus symptoms, feel your best. So I hope that you have found this information to be helpful. Let me also shout out one place. Go on lupusfoundationofamerica.org. That's lupus.org. They've got lots of things that will help you kind of work through the arthritic condition and muscular skeletal conditions that can come along with lupus. Also, Mayo Clinic Mayo Clinic provided a great write-up. It's a 2021 article entitled Lupus Diet and Nutrition, and that's on mayoclinic.org. They have a lot of really good resources on there, especially targeted towards women who have lupus. So I would definitely recommend you refer to Mayo Clinic on this as well. All right, ladies, I hope you have found this information helpful. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Subscribe and like and share. Bye-bye.